Hello and welcome to Miss Price Creates. Today I'm going to go ahead and do a review of a knitter's notebook that I purchased from Wool and Honey. Here's their business card. At the end of last year, they gave everybody who asked for one a $25 gift card, and it was not a joke. So I got a $25 gift card that I was able to use after the 1st of January. So with that gift card, I purchased this book here to keep track of my sample knitting. I'm a sample knitter and I knit for different hand-dyed yarn companies. So I need to keep track of how much I used, any modifications, sizing, everything, because they never fail to come back a long time after I've made it and ask me questions about it, because customers try on the sweater or they see the sweater at a show and they ask questions, and I don't always remember. So I got this notebook. It's called, I don't know if you can see it, My Knitting Notebook. It's there in gold here. This is by Laine magazine. It's a really simple, straightforward notebook. The paper is like a cloth cover. You open it up here and it just says Laine Nordic Knit Life. And then the first page here, what I did was I just decorated a little bit, and I put in so far what samples I have coming up in the year to complete and for which companies. And then I haven't filled out this part here. It has this book belongs to, and it says For the Love of Wool. And then you have a page here with your needle sizing in US and in UK Canadian sizes, as well as in millimeters. Then you have this little page here for swatch. It's millimeters on one side, or sorry, centimeters on one side and inches on the other. I have a little brief section of abbreviations that are knitting patterns. And then you get to your projects. So as you can see, this is my first one of the year. I put who it's from, not who it's from, sorry, who it's for. This one is for Woolberry Yarn Company, and I'm doing the zinnia crop top. And I will write in how much I use when I'm done, as well as the colors I need to find in the ball bands. The sizes I did, pattern gauge, whatnot. So then it has a page here for notes. Has blank pages here in case you want to put pictures or swatches. And then it just repeats, and it repeats like this throughout the entire book. And on the very back, it has a section for your yarn purchases, if you'd like to keep track of that. Me personally, I won't utilize this. I don't even think I'd utilize it for the stash that I currently have, just because of what I'm using this for. Now, what I might use it for is, I get paid for these sample knits and yarn, and what I might use this for is to write down the company, the color I requested, and if once they send it to me, to check it off as like a checks and balances to make sure that I'm getting all the my payment yarn. Because sometimes they can take a couple, they send it out right away. Sometimes it can be upwards of 30 days before I get my payment yarn, so it all just depends. Preferably I like it right away, that way I don't have to remember it. I mean, we all know during the year I don't necessarily use it as much. What I do is I do sample knitting from January to September, and then I take October, November, and December off. I don't know if I'm going to stick to that same schedule this year. I am taking less samples this year. Last year I knit 10. Anyways, I digress. The back here is graph paper. Here. And then that's it. It's really short, simple, to the point. It is, has this little fabric bookmarker. It serves its purpose. It's nothing fancy. I really like it. I would recommend it. Now, the price I think is kind of steep for what it is. I think you could just as simply do this in a journal or printouts, if you can find printables. This was $27 plus and some change plus shipping. Like I said, I had that $25 gift card. I'm looking to see if it's online anywhere. I know they have other forms of knitter planners, but I already have planners that I use, so I did not want a planner for this because, like I said, I already use multiple planners during the day, and I didn't think a planner was going to be something that suited my needs. Sorry, I'm looking on Facebook right now, not Facebook, sorry, Amazon. So they don't have this on Amazon. However, they do have other knitting notebooks. So it's, you know, an idea. If you really like this one, it's really well made. The paper's good quality. As you can see from my writing, there's not very much ghosting. What I mean by ghosting is it doesn't come through the page. It's very minimal. It's good, thick, probably 32-pound paper. I would definitely, I don't regret my purchase, that's for sure, but I don't know that I would have purchased it had I not had the gift card. But it is a good notebook, well made. So far, so good. We will see how well the spine holds up as I use it more. If you have any questions, go ahead and comment below. If you have any questions about sample knitting, feel free to ask, or if you would like a video just to talk about sample knitting and the process, my process of payment, stuff like that. If that's something you're interested in, something maybe you might be interested in pursuing, I can go ahead and just give you the tips that I have. I've been sample knitting now. This is going to be I'm going on 3rd year sample knitting, and I do it all year long, and I really like it. I've really built up my stash that way. Anyways, I hope you guys have a fantastic day, and goodbye.